Hi.
Uh,
Okay, I'm sorry I was late. So I was having a little problem with my internet. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Okay. So now, happy Tuesday. How's your weekend?
Fine.
Okay, so your weekend was great. What did you do this weekend?
I'm bored.
Bored. Why you didn't have any activity?
Yes, and I don't have any activity.
Okay, so that is why I see. Okay, so now, you have chosen a video lesson for today. It is the Steve Jobs Power of Three. So why did you choose this topic?
I don't know. I watch video.
You watched the video and it was randomly selected.
Yes.
Okay, I see, I understand. So now I'm going to share my screen so that we can start talking about the topic.
Yes.
So here you go. So Steve Jobs, Power of Three. So let us find out what this is about. So is it big enough or do you want me to make it bigger?
Enough.
Okay, so you may start reading.
As a communications coach, I'm constantly watching great corporate speakers to find techniques anyone can use to improve the way they tell the story behind a company or a product. Here's Here is an example. On
Mhm.
a Wednesday, October 12th, Steve Jobs
20th.
into 20th.
Okay, 20th or 20th. On October 20th, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs introduced some new product in a presentation titled Back to the Mac. He used several techniques that you can adopt in your very next presentation to add more impact to your message. First, share the stage. Nobody wants to hear from one person for an hour or an hour and a half. Frankly, that gets a little boring and it doesn't show a lot of teamwork. Find a way to share the stage. The back to the make presentation lasted for 90 minutes. Seegers was joined by 5 other Apple employees
Here, of course.
who of course, have specialized specialized
Okay, very good.
knowledge specialized knowledge in areas related to the product they introduced. Second, but put numbers in perspective. Steve Jobs and other Apple speakers always put big numbers into context. For example, Apple CEO Tim Cook said that the Mac represents 30 30 30% of
33. One more time, 33.
33% of Apple's revenue. Most people would have stopped there, but he went further. He said that works out to $22 million, and he went further. He said if that division were a standalone company, it would rank as the 1,100 10th largest company in America. Third, stick to the rule of three. The human mind can only consume about 3 or maybe 4 points in short-term memory. So why give people 22 things to remember when Steve Jobs introduced iLife 11 on Wednesday, the next version of Apple's popular software? He said that it comes with many new features, but he liked to highlight three applications.
Okay, last part. The iPhoto.
iPhoto, iMobile, and GarageBand. He, he
Typically.
typically
Typically.
he typically does
Mhm.
that in most presentation. He will he'll focus on three things. It works. A person can have the greatest idea in the world, breakthrough product, a unique service, but it's very hard to convince anyone unless you master communication skills. Steve Jobs has been working at mastering those skills through decades, and he
Okay.
has something to teach the rest of us.
Okay, there you go. Very good. Okay, so it feels like you became sleepy with our transcript. But were you able to understand what the meaning of the transcript is? The very long transcript.
Yes.
Okay, were you able to understand? Is there any word that you are not familiar with?
Mm,
Is there any
no,
word that you are not familiar with?
no.
Okay. So if that's the case later, we're gonna go back with this. And then for now, let us have the vocabulary words. So let us start with the first word. So we are going to make
Okay.
sentences.
Yes.
So we have the first word is, please read.
Impact.
Okay. So can you try to make a sentence?
Mm, can you make a sentence first?
Okay. So let's say for example, this pandemic has a big impact in our lives. So
Mm,
why? So because many people had been affected.
mm, okay.
So can you try?
uh,
So when we say impact, it means that something had been affected or someone has changed because of this impact.
uh,
You can do it.
my monthly monthly expenses is impact my salary.
Again. Okay. Oh, very good. Okay, my monthly.
monthly expenses is
Hmm?
impact my salary.
My monthly expenses have an impact on my
Yeah.
salary. Okay. Okay. Next, second word, corporate.
Can you make sentence?
Okay, sure. So let's say, for example, I have a corporate staff to fix the problem of the company.
Mm. Uh,
When we say corporate, this is the it can be a place or a group of people in business.
I would. I want to hope the government is controlled by corporate interest.
Okay, wow, very good. Did you do that? Or is that from the internet?
Corporate. Mm,
I got you there. Is that from you or from the internet?
mm,
Okay, but did you understand the meaning of corporate?
yes.
Okay, so it's good. So next we have the vision.
Can you make a sentence first?
Okay, so for example, I will have a group division for the Olympics.
Mm. Mm, what division of the what division of the company
Okay, so what division of the
do you work
company? So
in?
do you work in?
Do-
Okay, very good. So yeah, very good. So do you work in? That is correct. Next, teamwork.
mm, teamwork. Uh, most people should work. Should most people should uh, teamwork worker.
Most people should
Teamwork. Uh, teamwork.
uh most people should have teamwork.
Most
So because
people
when we
should
say
have
teamwork,
teamwork.
Okay. So because when we say teamwork, this means how do we call this? When we say teamwork, this means attitude of a particular group. Okay. Last one, represents.
Repres- You represent your company's teacher.
Okay. Very good. Okay, good job. Any question?
No,
Okay, so now let us have comprehension question number 1.
why did the video feature Steve Jobs? Because he was from the because he was an inventor.
He was an inventor. Okay, very good. Next, number 2.
How did Steve Jobs talk about number? He used visual uh, aids.
Visual aids. Okay. And
Mm.
last one, number 3.
Why did Steve Jobs focus on three things at the time? Because people can remember three things. Because people can remember three things easily.
There you go. Very good. So because it is easy to remember 3 things. Okay,
Mm.
now discussion question. Explain what the long transcript is about in a few sentences.
Mm. Three things is easy to understand.
Okay. So now, can you tell me what are those 3 things again?
I don't remember.
Okay. So later, let's try to find out what those 3 things are again. Now, why are communication skills important in the workplace?
Uh, uh, if you if you have communication skills, you have rude person defending, and you have uh, organized.
Okay, so when we talk about communication skills, it is important it is important because we can be organized, right? Okay,
Yes,
and then yes, you can defend yourself. Why was Steve Jobs popular?
because rich person,
It's
rich,
okay, so because he's rich, what else? What other things do you think are the reason
smart.
why Steve Jobs is popular? Ah, okay, there you go. So he's smart, he is rich, and he had invented things that are helpful for people, right? Okay, last question. Which Apple product do you like and why?
Mm, I never used Apple product.
Okay. So, but for example, given the chance that you can buy an Apple product, what would it be?
Uh, I think I'm not useful.
Hmm? You
I'm
won't.
not. Yes.
I see. Okay. So that is why. Okay. So, for example, how about iPod, phone? You don't like it? You don't like Apple product at all?
Yes, I like Android.
Okay. Well, yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Android phone is much better than Apple phone, depending on the experience. So
Mm,
when we talk about Apple phone, it is a bit extraordinary rather than an Android phone. Okay. So now that is all for our topic. Do you have any question with the topic?
uh, what is your fun uh, trait?
My phone is an Apple phone. Yeah.
Do you
So
like
that's
Apple?
why I told you it is, I would rather prefer to have Android now that I have experienced how to use Apple phone. It is a bit complicated to explain, but it is really, when we talk about Apple, it is a bit selfish with Android phone. So that is why I prefer Android phone.
Okay.
Okay. So any other question aside from that?
Uh, no.
No
Uh, uh,
question.
how is Philippines?
As of now, Philippines continuous with the vaccination. So we are over 35% vaccination rate here in the Philippines. But of course, the numbers of positive cases sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing. So actually, because right now here in the Philippines, the weather is always changing. So there are days wherein it is really hot. There are days wherein it is raining. So it changes from time to time. That's why the number of cases suddenly increase or it suddenly decrease.
Okay.
So
Thank
how
you.
about in your country? How is the situation of this pandemic?
I think it's increasing.
It's increasing also. I
Yes.
see. Okay. But have you got vaccinated already?
Yes, 2 times, and uh, I am a little bit flu.
Okay. Well, yeah, actually, when I got vaccinated, I also got sick for 2 days. I had fever. So
Yes.
that is why. Yeah. So I think it is the side effect of the vaccine. Okay. So now, since we are already time, so we can end the class here now. Thank you for having another class with me. It was nice to see you again. Bye bye.
Okay. See you later.